Hey everybody, where's Wally here? Firstly, before I get started pointing out today's many fails by Anthony, a quick question to Sleeping Warrior. Hey mate, what happened to the discussion on star trails shot from the ISS? Did you just want to move on, did you? Did you just give up? Well, that's a shame, because I had a whole bit where I was shooting star trails using my tripod and my P900, and it was sitting on the concrete driveway. And I had a seismic geophone. Yes, Wally's got one of them too. Well, instead of setting up my own geophone in the backyard, I thought I'd show you just how easy it is to do your own home brew. You can MacGyver one up using a tray of water and a torch and a large garage door, as I did here. So you can see that it's relatively still. Slight breeze does ripple the surface a little bit, but as I walk around, the ripples created do wobble the water enough that it shows up on the reflections on the garage door. So now you have a way of determining your own vibrations. And this is on a concrete driveway, by the way. So, kind of very sensitive. I bet you if I did a star trail while I was doing that, you wouldn't even notice. Okay, so to today's fail. And a shout out to Volcano Image. Mate, you've done a great job. I think everyone should give him a sub and a like and a subscribe, because he was taking it right to Anthony. And thank you for taking the time to point out that Anthony's fails, they were so great and so frequent that number of fails start making sane people wonder, is he just doing this on purpose?
Now, even if you could produce evidence of octantis, the issue is not that you can see it, dumbass. The issue is that you can see it looking in the same direction as your peers.
Sleeping Warrior, you're either trying to muddy the waters and confuse things, or you're just dumb. I'm not sure which. I guess we all got an opinion on that, but really, the South Celestial Pole, whether you can see the centre star or not, doesn't matter, is the very definition. It's what all Boy Scouts use to find south. It's the equivalent of the North Star in the north. Come on dude, how hard can this be? Actually, despite Tony trying hard to reframe the problem he has here, the issue for him is that these two observations can see the South Celestial Pole at the same time.
Now, the issue is not that you can see it. The issue is the direction that you're looking when you think you're looking south relative to the direction that the other guy is also looking when he thinks he's looking south, without assuming or presuming that you are actually looking south. You don't have an independent way, an absolute reference point to prove that you are actually looking in the same direction.
Yes, you do. It's called observing where due north is as given by the local apparent noon. Oh, and then making an adjustment for the analemma. And looking 180 degrees away from that. It's so easy.
It isn't possible to look south at the same time as the other guy. Because one guy's looking southwest, the other guy's looking southeast. And how do I know that? Because I've looked into it. There's something called magnetic declination. And that tells us that the compass adjustment needs to be done because you're not actually looking south apparently, and you can't rely on your compass to demonstrate that you are actually looking south.
No, the whole idea of the magnetic declination is so that you can know exactly where the South Pole is using a compass.
This is how I know that it isn't a ball, because if it was a ball, you wouldn't need to correct for a compass, because the geographic and the magnetic South Pole would be the same thing.
We have a claim, folks. We have a claim. So, Tony, unless you can prove why they must be the same to be a globe, then all you have is a claim by a flat earther. How hard is this for you to grasp, Tony? The geographic and magnetic poles are offset, not in the same place, positionally different. They don't line up. And all you need is a correction to fix that, dude. Which is what magnetic declination is all about.
And do it on a ball. Don't try and do it on a flat. We don't make any claims. We don't have a model. We don't have a map, as you keep telling us. Go and do it on a ball. It does not lie with us to prove flat. You've got to prove that two observers, one in Australia and one in Africa or America or in any combination that you want, you prove that they are looking due south, and it's externally verifiable that they are relative to each other looking in the same direction. And you can't do it. There are no absolute directions to prove it.
You can, and we are using stars. So That was the problem in the first place, wasn't it? Anthony, you want proof that you are looking due south, and it's staring you in the face. The fact that you can see a southern rotation, the SCP, the center of the south celestial pole, the center of rotation of the southern stars, is the most definitive proof that you're ever going to get. That is telling you you're looking due south.
And do it on a ball. Don't try and do it on a flat. We don't make any claims. We don't have a model. We don't have a map, as you keep telling us. Go and do it on a ball.
So it turns out that all that matters is that you can see the south celestial pole at the same time, because on the flat Earth model, when you eventually get around to presenting one, no matter what it is, you will not be pointing in the same direction at all, because the Earth is flat. You cannot be. And we can demonstrate that the south celestial pole can be seen simultaneously at multiple locations at the same time while looking anti-north.
And do it on a ball. Don't try and do it on a flat. We don't make any claims. We don't have a model. We don't have a map, as you keep telling us. Go and do it on a ball. Why don't you dedicate a video to demonstrating 2 observers, one in America or Africa, and then the other observer is in Africa or in Australia, looking due south at the same time and seeing the same star rotation and proving that they are looking at the south rotation point at the same bearing or the same direction as the other guy. And that evidence does not exist. If it did exist, I would be a ball earther and I would be in your position thinking that I knew fucking everything.
Okay, now here is the evidence that you seek, Tony. So let's remove direction from this entirely. So let's have an observation where direction doesn't matter. How can you do that, Wally? I hear you squeak. Well, it's really easy. How about I stand in a place such that no matter which way I turn and look, I can see the south celestial pole in exactly the same place. Like directly overhead, like straight up. So here is a brilliant star trail, a time-lapse, Tony. Now have a good look. Now if I point directly up, and that is where south is, oopsies, anti-north, then where exactly is north? Oh, directly down maybe? Straight through the ground? Ooh, what does that mean?
And do it on a ball. Don't try and do it on a flat. We don't make any claims. We don't have a model. We don't have a map, as you keep telling us. Go and do it on a ball.
Now I would be tempted to say welcome to Globe Earth, except you will have to pass the entrance exam to get back in. Question 1. A triangle has sides 1, 1, 1. Oh, and Anthony, it looks like we're playing a little bit of Wolfpack Bingo. That's 3 out of 6, so I've had a go at you already. I guess the other guys will be waiting in the wings to have a go at you soon too, hey? Okay, so if you liked what I've done here, give me a like and a subscribe. I've been Where's Wally. Have yourself a very good 2020.